Good morning once again, and welcome back to Praise Elohim Morning Devotionals. Today we are on day 9 of our series, Trusting Elohim in Every Season. The topic of today's devotion is, When We Are Wounded, Trusting Elohim for the Grace to Forgive. Our key scriptures are Ephesians 4:31-32, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as Elohim in Messiah forgave you. Colossians 3:13, forgive as Yahuah forgave you. Psalm 147:3, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Matthew 6:14 to 15, it talks about the importance of forgiving others. Sometimes the pain we experience is caused by people we don't know, but sometimes, and most of the times, is by people we know. The pain caused by someone we trusted, we loved, depended on goes very deep. Betrayal, harsh words, broken promises, disrespect, abandonment, or injustice can leave scars that no one else sees. Most of us have experienced this pain, and some are still carrying the pain. Sometimes we feel violated in many ways, and the pain is real and cannot be minimized. Elohim calls us to walk a different path. He calls us to walk the path of forgiveness. But forgiveness is not easy, and forgiveness is not natural. When Yahuah commands us to forgive, He does not expect us to do it alone. He knows our hearts are hurting. He knows the wounds are real, and He knows trust has been broken. And so, before He asks us to forgive, He offers healing. Psalm 147:3 says, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. That means forgiveness is not denying your pain. It is bringing your pain to Yahuah and allowing Him to treat the wounds so bitterness does not take root. Forgiveness does not excuse the wrong. It actually releases us from the weight. Forgiving someone does not mean what they did was okay. It does not mean you must trust them again immediately. It does not mean you must reconnect with them. It does not mean they will not face the consequences. Forgiveness, however, may mean you will not imprison your heart in bitterness. You release them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Forgiveness is not saying I'm fine. Forgiveness is saying I'm giving this pain to Yahuah. Forgiveness does not mean ignoring injustice, but rather entrusting it to Yahuah. In Romans 12:19 it says, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says Yahuah. Unlike human revenge, which can lead to further wrongdoing, Yahuah's justice is perfect, and it also serves higher purposes. Elohim forgave us first, and that becomes our strength. Ephesians 4:32 says, forgive one another, even as Elohim forgave you. We don't forgive because the person apologized. We don't forgive because the person changed. We forgive because we were forgiven. We who have received mercy are empowered to show mercy. Also, forgiveness opens the door for Elohim to heal us. Sometimes we wait to forgive because we think, I'll forgive when I stop hurting. But forgiveness is often the beginning of healing, not the end of it. When we cling to unforgiveness, our hearts stay tied to the pain. When we release the offender into Yahuah's hands, His healing begins to flow. In Colossians 3 verse 13 it says, forgive as Yahuah forgave you. Forgiveness connects your heart to Elohim's restoring purposes. Yahuah begins to restore you once you choose to forgive. Forgiveness is sometimes a moment, but most of the times it is a journey. You may forgive today and still feel the sting tomorrow and the following day. That does not mean you failed. It just means healing is still happening. Every time the hurt returns, declare these words: Yahuah, I choose to forgive. Heal my heart. Give me your grace, and He will. Yahuah's word commands us to forgive because His wisdom is greater than ours. I'll put a link below to one of the songs on this channel about forgiveness. The title is Let It Go. Let it go. Let Yahuah heal. If you are interested, you can click on the link and listen to the song. So this concludes our devotion for today. And Yahuah willing, we'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. And may you be filled with Yahuah's presence today and be filled with His peace. Shalom.